This is a short tuition video just to show you how to set up the volume in your test data within the FCO750 leak detector. I have the FCO750 leak detector here, I have a test part here, and I have a FCO210 micro calibrator here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the test data in the instrument, and I'm going to put in a volume because the default volume is 1 cc and this test piece is much greater than that. So I'm going to estimate it first, and I'm going to guess that it's around 100 cc's. Now what I need to do is run a test, because I need this test part to be fairly low leaking. Okay, that's come up with a pretty low leak rate. I'm happy with that. I'll consider this to be a good part. Now what I need to do is I need to take my FCO210, click it into the calibration port of the 750. I need to make sure that it's switched on. Need to open this valve, and I need to run another test, and with a needle valve here I'm going to adjust my reading until I get 2 cc's, which is my allowable leak rate on this test. Okay, that's there or thereabouts. Ignore this value. Press the reset. Right, so the principle of this test is going to be A plus B equals C. And I explain that right now. I'm going to close the valve on the micro calibrator so there's no leak induced, and I'm going to run a test, so with my non-leaking part. So this is going to be my value A, just here. Okay, so my value A is 0.1 cc's per minute. Now I'm going to open the micro calibrator and run another test. My value B is this induced leak here, which is 2.15. So I have my value B. My value C will be the result of this test, and that's 1.926. And what I want is A plus B to equal C. So what to do about that? Well, I'm going to take my value A that I got, 0.1 of a cc, and I'm going to add it to value B. So that equals 2.25. I will go to main menu and I will go to calculate volume, and the test that I'm using is calculate volume. I shall go in, and where it says cal leak, it gives me the value of C that I got before, which was wrong. I'm going to put in the value that I expected, so 2.25. And then I'm going to go to OK. And you can see here where it says save, it has a volume. So what it's done is it's adjusted the volume within the test to an appropriate volume for the result that I expect. So I'm going to accept that, come back out of that menu, and I'm going to close my valve and run another test and see whether A plus B equals C. My value for A this time then is 0.129 cc's per minute. Shall open the valve, press start. My value for B is 2.2. So now what I'm hoping to see is a value C at the end of this test of 2.33, let's say. Not quite, but very, very close. I might accept this or might not. Go back to the main menu and I will go to calculate volume, and I will put in the result that I expected to see in cal leak. So go to OK. You can see that it's adjusted the volume ever so slightly. I shall accept that. Come back out, close my valve and run the test once more. So my value A is going to be 0.125 cc's per minute. Open the valve, press start. The value I have for B is 2.2. And therefore what I'm hoping to see at the end of this is a value of 2.325. Okay, well that's very, very close and good enough for me. So what we've now seen, if I go into the test data and into the test that we're running, so the volume calc, I'll scroll down to where it has volume, the test volume, and you can see here that it's 120.7 cc's, and that's now correct. I can disengage the micro calibrator and I can start to use my instrument now to test production parts. Because I know that my test is set up correctly and my volume is now correct for the test that I'm doing, I can use my micro calibrator and a known good piece to test the functionality. So within my test data I have my allowable leak rate, which for this is 2 cc's per minute. So with the micro calibrator in the closed position, press start, and I'll take readings for the good part. If I reset that now and open the valve, press start, you can see that the leak that I've induced is 2.2 cc's per minute. And now what we're expecting to see is a fail, which we do, and also a good addition of the induced leak and the result that we've got, and the original leak from the non-leaking part. I can put a tolerance on this and I can use it every day to do a functional test.